Hey y'all, hope this video finds you happy, healthy, and full of love. It's me, V, the CPS scholar, trying to do better with these videos, dropping in, what do I want to talk about today? The Ultimatum, Queer Love. Yes, I've been watching it. I was leery about watching it because I love the original Ultimatum, and I was thinking it was going to come back, but they came back with a twist. And yes, I'm very familiar with the LGBTQ community, especially when I was in school, and I know how those relationships can go. I've been a witness to it. But they did bring the drama. They did bring the fire. I mean, it started off slow, but then it ended with a. But anyways, I've been watching the Ultimatum France too. Even though I took French in school, my real name is French. I do not speak French, y'all. I speak way better Spanish because I have that in my background too. But I tried, y'all. I tried, but I enjoyed watching it nonetheless. But we're here for Queer Love, Ultimatum Queer Love, and let's talk about the reunion. So I did watch the entire season. Like I said, I enjoyed it. There were some parts I had to fast forward through because it was so like this may come off sexist, whatever. Women are so dramatic. We are dramatic, baby. We are dramatic. We are gonna bring the drama. Okay, let me take that non-PC comment back. But it was a lot. But forgive me for the pronouns. Do not try to drag me how y'all did Queen E. I'm not nice like her. I will go off, but I'm gonna try to use the right pronouns when I can. And if I don't, I may say she. In literature, in grammar, when you don't know the sex of something, you say she. Not not because you think it's a woman, but it literally is she. But either way, now that I've given all the disclaimer, let's go ahead and get into it. So the reunion gave what it was supposed to. It gave what it's supposed to give. So I love this reunion because they didn't play around. They jumped straight into it. This is not going to be a blow-by-blow recap. I want to just talk about each couple and what I thought about the dramatics. So let's start off with, not Vanessa, Lord. Lexi and Ray. They're still together. They're still talking about Fingergate. If you know, you know. And Vanessa apologizes because she says that, I guess in the queer community, what's deemed nookie, I'm using certain words because YouTube will act up. Nookie is different for each person. So to some people, a finger is nookie and other people it's not. And she was apologized for being so vulgar. They're supposed to be getting married. The mom is planning the wedding. They've been basically traveling between coasts because they go live here, they go live there, depending on the job. I think they were in Philly. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And the mom is picking the date of them getting married, and they seem like ho hum. Falsities. I'm watching you guys. I feel like their whole thing was fake. Lexi was acting like Vanessa was gonna get involved in their situation. No, their situation was messed up from jump. They don't seem like they actually really together. I would not be surprised if they only came out here to be on TV. But either way, when I see Lexi next to Ray, she looks like a big old Amazon. She got body. She's beautiful, beautiful shape. She's like a big old Amazon that's about to attack a gazelle, which is Ray. And she talks like she just takes over the entire room. And it's kind of like when Colleen from Love is Blind never moved in with her husband. And everybody kept saying, blink if you feel safe. And she felt like she was kidnapped. That's what Ray seems like to me. And we find out at the end what's really going on. But I don't like them together. Ray seems like she's getting bullied in a relationship. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, point blank, period. Then we go over to like I said, it could be in any order. Let's talk about Xander and what the heck that girl name is? Vanessa. Vanessa seemed like she came on here for TV too, but it's like you like her, but you don't like her because her attitude is bad. She has kind of like a Seinfeld type of dry humor, and maybe because I like that dry humor, I get where she's coming from. But everything about her is intense. But apparently, her and Xander, aka Justin Bieber, haven't seen each other the entire time. So not only did she lose her lover, she lost her best friend because I think they were in high school together. They came out together. and they were devastated that they just but they know that they aren't supposed to be together, but them seeing each other now is going to make them go towards going back to being friends. And then Vanessa realizes that she actually is a lot for people to take, and she handles awkward situations with humor, and she knows that everybody doesn't get her jokes. So she may have grown, but don't get me started. On this show, everybody keeps saying they've grown and they become better people, but they didn't show the process, and it doesn't look like it, so it doesn't come off as authentic to me. So I have no idea. Xander to me is a whole menace. Xander is an F boy or F them or whatever the hell you want to call it. In a nice soft body, the one who acts like, oh, I'm just here for you. I'm so sweet over here. Oh my God, I would never do anything. And they done did you and all your friends because they magical in the bed and they have enough talk game to get all of you and make all you guys think that you're the only one. That's a wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't care who likes Xander. It's a big hell no. And it's kind of Vanessa kind of blows it up because she says that Yoli, if you're watching the show, they had Yoli and Xander had their trial marriage together. That they met at Coachella, and it kind of put it on blast that they still were trying to deal with each other. But Xander is saying she's single, or they are single and minding the business that pays them, and Vanessa says she's single and minding the business that pays her, and we'll see what happens. That pushed us over. Them bringing up Coachella pushed us over to Mal and Yoli. I'm sorry, y'all. Yoli gives me a little bit of the girl gremlin, a little bit of a girl Grinch. It's like, it's cute. It's very cute. And that box must be whamming because she got everybody going crazy over her. But like something don't anyway. But the worst thing about Yoli is Mal, who was there with her, that was her partner who she came with. If you don't know the premise of the show, you show up with your partner who each of them had, one gave the ultimatum, the other one's not ready to get married. They go and they do trial marriages they basically swap partners with the other people there, go stay married with them for 3 weeks. Then they go back to their original partners for 3 weeks. And at the end, they decide if they want to get married or move on. Hence the ultimatum. But Mal was sitting there. Let me tell you, I don't swim in the, I guess would it be considered the lady pond when it comes to males since they're queer. I don't usually indulge in that, but baby, she was dressed to the nines. She looked fresh, Mal that is, fresh, unbothered. And then I like how her top was cut, their top was cut where it was just a little peekaboo, a little peekaboo, a little boobage on the side. They were snatched. Whatever it was, snatched. But either way, she looked good. Her hair was nice. But throughout the entire show, I'm going to call her by her name, Mal was getting dogged out by Yoli. Yoli was acting like she was so in love with Mal, and then going back and dealing with Xander, hugging, holding hands. And Mal must have saw it for the first time on the show. She said that... because remember, Mal proposed, like, I know you're in love with two people, but I'm always going to be there for you, even if I have to come get you in another lifetime, baby. Talk that talk, Mal. Talk that talk. Talking the draws off them girls. I see you. But either way, but she got played. She said she don't deal with Yoli. It's like a family member that you love, like a cousin, but you just can't stand their ass right now. She said that's how she feels about Yoli because Yoli played her. Yoli would reach out to her during their... trial marriage when she was with Xander and say, oh, it's only you. I only want to be with you. We just playing along. And this whole time she booed up, and her and Xander have been smashing every day the entire 3 weeks, living their best life. So she felt betrayed, rightfully so. Then, of course, Coachella got brought up. She's like, oh, you tried to come back to me and you were still hanging out. And you were about to fly out to Hawaii to be with Xander and their magical fingers. Oh, okay. Xander fingers, tongues, feet, whatever they got going on must be magical, baby. But either way, so she got caught and she said, me? I did that? I don't remember. I don't recall. Girl, you caught. So she was over there looking crazy, looking all devastated. And Mal was just like, So then the other story we go to is Sam and Aussie. Y'all, I don't care how calm and quiet and sweet Aussie comes off. Aussie needs help. Aussie is infuriating. If you've seen my short where I said the show should have been called The Back of Aussie's Head, The Back of Aussie's Head. I guess before I do Aussie, I gotta do what the hell is that girl's name? Tiff. And I'm about to, oh my God, what is that girl's name? Oh my God, it starts with an M. Oh my God, not Maribel, not Melinda. It's gonna come back to me. Oh my God. I'm just gonna call her M because it just Mildred. Oh my God, because she has an old lady name. Sorry, Mildred. Forgive me. But anyways, Tiff and Mildred. That was a disaster. So they're not together either. None of these people. If you have to take somebody on a show to get an ultimatum, just break up. I mean, but it make for good TV. So Tiff and Mildred go to talking, and Mildred is basically saying she left, and Tiff was like, "You left? Why are you acting like you left me?" "Because I left the premises." Come to find out, Mildred done whooped Tiff's ass, done hit her with, I think, a pet gate and something else, and got arrested. And she said, I left the apartment because she was still paying bills and everything while Tiff was bringing hoes all up and through, having sex board games sent to the house, leaving other women's makeup around. And then Mildred was like, I was tired of taking care of Tiff. And Tiff, I caught what you said. I had a job. Why you act like I ain't have a job? I paid rent. And then there was Rentgate. So apparently Mildred has a differently abled son. And Tiff asked for Mildred to pay 2/3 of the rent because she has 2/3 of the people. So count the kid as a part of the rent. Tiff, you just didn't have no money. You didn't have any money. Point blank, period. So when Mildred starts confronting Tiff, Tiff starts crying, saying I'm being gaslit. And then here come Aussie, who couldn't take confrontation before, saying, oh, when I hear you say gaslit, it reminds me of when we were together. Talking to Mildred. Aussie, please. You have a problem, Aussie. Aussie, stop it. Stop it. We're going to get to you. You're a mess. Anyways, interfering. And then you have Yoli. Tiff says they don't remember saying that the child had to pay 1/3 of the rent. And Yoli's like, well, where did it come from? Yoli, why are you interfering with your trash can of a relationship and your thought and ways? You need to stop. You need to stop. But either way, so Tiff gets upset, leaves, goes outside, and Mildred said, well, when Tiff kept talking, Mildred killed me. Mildred said, can you please stop talking? It's hurting this part of my ear. It's hurting this part of my ear. I was like, when you really start to not be able to stand somebody, you can't stand the sound of their voice. Oh, it's real, baby, it's real. Back to Mal and Yoli real quick. She started crying because she said she realizes that her hope of having a baby is gone. No, it ain't, girl. Just cut it out. I think you're 34. Yes, that's supposedly high up in age or high risk pregnancy or whatever. But if you really want to have a baby, work something out. Stop lying and go find somebody and make it make sense. Make it work out. But anyways, back to Tiff and Mildred. So Mildred sitting there talking like the fact that she whooped this lady's ass and probably has a restraining order and all this other stuff doesn't matter. Tiff gets upset and gets her or they in their freaking John Travolta vest and pantsuit. But Tiff stayed dressed. I actually like Tiff's outfit. And I do see the swag behind her. And I do see the appeal of her. But either way, she leaves out in the cold. And Sam, you're beautiful. You're feminine. You're an enabler. And I don't like you. I don't know if she's real life, but her character. Literally, she's the one who eggs Ozzy on to act the way that she does, and she keeps going along with it, Lord. It irks my soul. I understand when you're in love and you want it to work and you let a lot of stuff slide, and I've been there, done that, didn't even get a t-shirt. But my God, you're an enabler. So Mildred sits there. Tiff leaves. She rides off into the sunset after Sam goes out there and try to console her. All of a sudden, Sam and Ozzy are like relationship counselors, but their thing is a hot mess. The audacity. But anyway, so that ended. Okay, then you had and everybody was all confused and all devastated because that was like one of the highlights of the actual reunion. Then they go to Sam and Ozzy, and that is a dumpster fire of a mess. So apparently they're engaged, they're gonna get married. Um Ozzy has to understand that they cannot ask for all that space and still want to be in a relationship. I was with somebody that was like that, who wanted all the space in the world and wanted to come back when they were ready. That doesn't work with somebody who has a different attachment style. Believe me, it doesn't work. But and Sam said she's got to be okay with Aussie needing all that space. No, Aussie doesn't even know how to have a grown-up conversation. It's hidden behind like us. They are childlike, and they always seem victimized, and they obviously need help for that. But they were talking about how they still have to tell the family. Like apparently Aussie hasn't even come out to her family, which is crazy because she looks to be a little bit long in the tooth, older. So I guess she or they never came out. And they were saying that they were engaged, but they were going to wait for a year, and they're going to have two different weddings, one in Australia and one back wherever this show is being filmed. And Sam seemed happy. Baby, I couldn't do it. I couldn't marry that person at all. I can't even have a conversation with you without you running and leaving, and you start curling into a ball. No, 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 no. Nope. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. But that was pretty much what it boils down to. But what made me laugh was at the end of the reunion when I told you that Lexi seemed like she'll Wonder Woman choke slam somebody, and Ray looked scared to death. Apparently they broke up. So the only couple left standing was Aussie and Sam, and that's because she has to accept their very strange, emotionally broken down quirks, and she's an enabler. So what was the point of this show? I guess it gave us good drama. What'd you think about the show? Did you enjoy it? It was kind of a sleeper hit for me. It took me a minute to get into it, but I was super, super entertained, and it was interesting to look into the world of queer love. I mean, I guess during Pride Month, right? Let me know what you think. If you like what I talked about, hit that like button. Subscribe if you really, really enjoyed it. And if anything, leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about the show. Who was your favorite couple? With that being said, love who loves you. May God bless you with everything that you need. And the CPS Scholar is out. Bye, y'all.